So the supposed pay-per-view sales for Terence Crawford's title defense against Shawn Porter are reportedly out. But before we get into the fine details, like and subscribe, share the video, it would greatly be appreciated. So supposedly the fight sold 190K. Bob Arum, leading up to the fight, predicted that the fight would sell 500,000 to 1.5 million pay-per-view buys. I immediately replied to the tweet, as you see on the screen above. You mean as low as 100K to as high as 250K? I did not have the same height. I'm surprised about everyone's reaction to the review sales. We knew they were not going to sell a lot. We knew it was going to be 100,000 to 250,000 pay-per-view buys. They should have done the fight on regular ESPN for the exposure, but guess what? They still made their money because it was on ESPN Plus, and they sold over the ESPN Plus subscription 190,000 pay-per-view buys. So that, I believe the fight was for $70, $80. If it's for $70, they make over $13 million. If it's for $80, they make over $15 million. And let's say the gate made $3 to $4 million bucks, they can make anywhere between $16 to $20 million. They only guaranteed the fighters a total of 10, so they did not lose out on the money. There was no big fight on the undercard. They made their money. What fans are now playing into Errol Spence's narrative, that he's the A-side fighter, that he's the fighter that should demand, that should make all the demands, and that is too good to face Terence Crawford. He doesn't need Terence Crawford. Well, obviously, financially, none of you guys need any of each other. Obviously. This is not up for debate. You guys are all very rich. You guys make a lot of money. All the boxers. You guys are all very, very rich. We know you guys don't need other fighters. We know that. And Errol Spence versus Shawn Porter was reportedly anywhere between 300,000 to 350,000 pay-per-view buys. It was a unification bout. It was on a bigger platform. It was on a platform that did not need you to have a subscription. So they did better with the buys that way. And Errol Spence versus Danny Garcia also did more. Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia also did more. But the fans are playing to that narrative that they're allowing Errol Spence to duck Terence Crawford. I just got a question to all boxing fans, even if you're an Errol Spence fan. If you're an Errol Spence fan, you probably believe that Errol Spence beats Terence Crawford, so why don't you guys want to watch that fight? If you're a boxing fan, you just want to see that fight. You don't care who makes the more money. They could go work that out behind closed doors. They could go work that out behind the scenes. Bob Arum or whoever representing Terence Crawford can go sit with Al Heyman and work it out. We don't care about that. We want to see the fight as soon as possible, because there's a sell-by date for this fight, and I already think we crossed that sell-by date after Errol Spence Jr. got in his car accident. I believe that fight is now not as good as before, but it's still good enough. It's still the biggest fight at welterweight without a doubt, and we got to see it sooner than later. Fans should stop giving Errol Spence this easy out that you sell more and you shouldn't be fighting him. If it takes 50-50 to make that fight, make that fight. Both of your legacies depend on it, but more to Errol Spence. Terence Crawford is a 3-weight champion. Terence Crawford is a 3-weight lineal champion, because I've always said, in my book, Terence Crawford is the lineal champion at welterweight. You know why? Because Mayweather retired in September of 2015. The number 1 and 2 welterweights at that time were Manny Pacquiao and Timothy Bradley. They fought on April 9, 2016. They made a new lineage. Manny Pacquiao defended his lineal title when he beat Jesse Vargas. Lost his lineal title to Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn lost his lineal title to Terence Crawford. And Terence Crawford holds the lineal title in my eyes. You guys can debate in the comment section below. In my eyes, Terence Crawford is still the lineal champion. He's been the lineal champion since he beat Jeff Horn in June of 2018. I believe June. I'm not really sure. I don't got Boxer right in front of me. If memory serves me correctly, it was either June or April. So that's my take on it. Terence Crawford's a 3-weight champion, In my opinion, three-weight lineal champion. You could see as two-weight lineal champion. That's fine. But he's still a three-weight champion. He's been undisputed before at light welterweight. Errol Spence, you haven't done that. And you're not going to win the light middleweight or middleweight championship. I'm telling you that right now, bro. You're not going to go. Who's the WBO champion? The weakest link at middleweight. Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade would beat you you-know-what up. He might even stop you early. Because Demetrius Andrade is a very quick starter. And you're not beating Brian Castellano or Jermell Charlo at light middleweight. So Errol Spence, you need to get a move on. And at least have a decent legacy at welterweight. That's if you lose, it's a decent legacy. But if you win, that's a good legacy. That's a great legacy at welterweight. You could make an argument you're an all-time welterweight for the 21st century if you could beat Terence Crawford. All right, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Sadiq Boxing out.